Now it's time to get a first look and a first drive of a brand new EV. Yes, it's the fifth gear recharged team test. Today, the team tested the Volkswagen ID.3. The ID.3 has been designed specifically as an electric-only model. Prices start at 27 grand once you've deducted the £2,500 government grant, which puts it up against cars like the Nissan Leaf. But the car the ID.3 is going to be inevitably compared to is the other five-door hatchback with a VW badge on the front, the legendary Volkswagen Golf. They no longer make an electric Golf, which means that the ID.3 has some very big boots to fill. Boys and girls, the 3 in ID.3 signifies it's the third major launch from Volkswagen. So the first one was the Beetle, the second was the Golf, and the third is the ID.3.
So this is what they're pinning their future on.
If this doesn't sell, everyone's getting sacked.
Do you know what? I quite like the look of it.
Just a fairly safe and solid design, I think.
Well, they've come under a bit of criticism, haven't they? It's a bit steady, it's a bit same, it's a bit kind of...
It's almost like it's like designed specifically not to offend anyone.
I can still see Golf in there.
It's not quite as long and not quite as wide, but a little bit taller. The clever thing is, you get the space of a Passat in the size of a Golf.
Because its front axle and its rear axle are further apart, it kind of lets you believe that it's a longer car, but it's not. This, right, is a bit of a design feature. It tricks your eye into thinking that it looks like the bonnet is quite short, which makes it look a bit sporty-er, but this is just to help pedestrian safety.
You bang your head on it, bang,
yeah,
like that.
Yeah, that black bit on the bonnet, which Rory head-butted, obviously works, because Rory's still alive. Power? What's it got?
So this one, it's got 200 horsepower, 0 to 62 in 7.3. This is one thing I don't like about this car. It's got steel wheels.
A little bit confused by the steel wheels on a £30,000 car.
You know, if you're going to put them on, make a show of them, paint them white or pink.
Steel wheels. I mean, that's a spec error.
Do we look inside?
Yep. Hop in.
There we go, my lady.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Loads of legroom back here. I like this.
Wow, that's
Honestly,
really good. Yeah.
are you comfy there?
Yeah, I'm totally... I've got too much room. But it wasn't all good news in the cabin.
Ooh, I
I
can hear that.
really thought that we had gone away from scratchy plastics.
One of the areas where the ID.3 is let down massively is with the quality of the interior materials.
I wouldn't even trim my dog bed in that cloth that was around the seats.
And the center screen was also a disappointment because it relies totally on touch-sensitive buttons.
I would like a big knob, quite frankly, I can twist.
And also, they're not backlit, so at night when you're driving, you can't see anything at all. It's really annoying. Time for a drive. Golfs have always been excellent on the move, offering refinement, top-notch handling, and plenty of get up and go. So, would the ID.3 tick the same boxes? Accelerating down the straights with all my co-hosts on board, even though they were screaming a bit.
Oh, my God.
We actually had to tell him to slow down a bit.
This is how you drive with your family?
He wasn't driving it very well, if I might say. Is he behind me, by any chance?
Should we talk about the refinement in this car?
I think it is more refined than a Golf.
100%.
Yeah.
Easily.
Yeah.
I find all electric cars are more refined than
Yes.
the petrol version.
Yeah.
So the vibration,
Stop that.
they take away the vibration.
Yes. Yeah.
Especially
Great ride quality at the back, I have to say. We've gone over some bumps there, and it's actually quite comfy.
Yeah, the ride, the handling, it's great. It's a, you know, it's a nice little car, actually.
Unfortunately, one of us wanted more than just a nice little car.
There were no elements of springiness and surprise and extra bits of agility. It felt more sort of stable and secure and mature.
On to range. Officially, this car can go 263 miles between charges. So what were we managing? Well, almost 100 miles less. The way we're driving right now, we're getting that range from the battery.
174-mile range.
Yeah, with 4 people up. I think the range in that car is absolutely fine for most human beings. For a family who don't go that far and get to recharge at home,
Yeah.
you could argue it's not that bad.
Oh.
What about the power? 200 horsepower.
Oh, God.
So, my driving aside, what would we score the ID.3?
On the whole, car performance was good, ride quality was good. I think the range could be better, and the inside trim wasn't that impressive, so I'm going to give it a 7.
I really like the look of the ID.3. I'm a big Golf fan, so I can see what VW is trying to do, but I'm not a big fan of the interior. I'm going to give it a 6.5.
The ID.3 is a very good car on the whole, but it's slightly flawed, and on that basis, I'm going to give it a solid 7.
I like it. I'm going to give it a 7.
Which gives the ID.3 a very respectable team test score of 27.5 out of 40.